I know what it feels like to get knocked down. I know what it feels like to have a hope and a dream, and nobody believes in it. You can't worry about yesterday because yesterday is not coming back to look for you. Who speaks to the broken? Who speaks to the individuals that's still in the process? I'm dropping this for you.
I'm telling you to keep going when you face opposition. I'm telling you to keep going when you face adversity.
Believe in everything that you are and understand that within you there's something greater than any obstacle you'll ever face.
I wish I could tell you that if you just keep going, it's gonna get lighter, but that's not the truth. The truth is, you gotta find something within.
He's gonna have to dig deep inside his soul to bring out that king. But I'm telling you to get rid of the things that's not giving you the strength that you need to keep living the life that you have been given.
When you come over depression, you raise your arms like a champ. When you overcome bankruptcy, you raise your arms like a champ. When you come over divorce, raise your arms in victory.
You have the warrior spirit in your soul. You have the warrior mindset.
That dream is not going to just sit there and wait for you to come and get it.
When you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, when you ain't got nothing left in your tank, you got to think about the people in your life that you're doing this for. And then if you could think about them, you could go one more mile. You could go one more day at work.
Live, breathe, life, you. That's what it's about.
You have time. You have the knowledge and the willpower and the discipline to get it done.
Your heart, your life, your happiness is your responsibility and your responsibility alone.
One day you're going to realize your life is yours and there's a lot of people important to you that surround it, but ultimately it's yours.
Then you must decide where you want to invest this life. Invest in something worthwhile.
You have to picture yourself there. Wherever it is, you've got to picture yourself there. All right, the next step is you've got to believe it.
Number one in your life's blueprint should be a deep belief in your own dignity, your own worth, and your own somebodyness. Don't allow anybody to make you feel that you are nobody.
See, sometimes we can't say, I can do that. But what we can say, that it's possible that I can have my dream as we run toward it, as we work on it day in and day out.
They were going to make a change, and then they made it.
And this is your moment. It's not tomorrow. It's not next year. It's not when you're going to graduate. It's right here, right now. And every choice you make, you're impacting that thing.
We're gonna be lions. You know, when a lion is injured, when a lion is bleeding, he licks his wounds and he keeps walking.
Your time is one of the most powerful tools you will ever have.
Lay hold of it. You lay hold of it. And when that thing tells you to quit, you look at it in his eye and say, I ain't going nowhere. I will break you before you break me.
You will be like a shark. You will think like a shark.
And you can't go backwards, and if you stop swimming, you will die.
If life knocks you down, try and land on your back, because if you can look up, you can get up.
This is the year of the what? Act like you hear me. This is the year of the what? This is the year of the what? Act like it.
The moment and the time for you to change your life is now.
Always feel that you count. Always feel that you have worth. And always feel that your life has ultimate significance.
You choose what you're looking for, because what you look for, you find. That's how life works.
Make good choices, great things happen. But you gotta believe in you. So believe.
I've heard it all in my career. All the bullshit excuses and the lies people tell themselves. They say things like, I'll start Monday. It's not my fault. It's not fair. I'm too damn tired. Or my personal favorite, I don't have enough time. Let's have a real talk. You know what kind of people do and say these things? Losers. They have a loser mentality through and through. And until they recognize that the problem is them, they'll never improve. Until they develop a winner's mentality, they'll never get what they truly want. What's a winner's mentality, you ask? It means being focused on yourself and not other people. It means having desire. It means wanting it, willingness to work for it. You simply have to give it everything you have to get it. You need to shut down all negativity and frankly not give a shit what others say and think. You want to know what the 10 most dangerous words in the English language are? What will other people say? And what will other people think? You're the only person who needs to be okay with how you live your life. You could be hated by everyone, and if you're okay with your actions and behavior, you'll be content. At the same time, you could be loved and adored by every damn person on the planet. But if you're not okay with how you've lived your life, you'll go to bed with emptiness. The losers we discussed earlier, there'll never be a shortage of them. People who throw hate your way because of how you live your life, and there'll never be a shortage of people who want to see you fail. So the key is to just do you. Do what makes you happy and do what you think is right. At the end of the day, if you and you alone can look yourself in the mirror and be content with the choices you made, then that's all that matters. Believe in everything that you are and understand that within you there's something greater than any obstacle you'll ever face. Have faith in your abilities. Work hard, never give up, and there's nothing you can't accomplish. With the right amount of confidence, anything is possible. No matter what you set out to do, your first word should always be, I believe in me. The most important person to believe in is always yourself.
Keep going because there's people that don't want to see you succeed. Keep going because you want to prove those people wrong. You want to knock the naysayers down. You want to make them your footstool.
I wish I could tell you that if you just keep going, it's going to get lighter, but that's not the truth. The truth is, you gotta find something within.
I'm telling you to keep going when you face opposition. I'm telling you to keep going when you face adversity. I'm telling you to keep going because
it's when you have nothing left. It's when you depleted all your money, when all your energy gone, when you have nothing left, that's when it's showtime. When you find a way out of no way, when you find breath that you don't have, when you find energy that did not exist, when you want this thing as bad as you want to breathe, that's when you find a way.
If you look at anyone that's happy or successful in life, it's because they know how to keep fear in check. When you want something new and fear pipes up and tells you you can't have it, you've got to say, yes, I can. When you want to try something new and fear pipes up and tells you shouldn't do it, you've got to say, yes, I should. When you want to go somewhere new or be with someone new and fear pipes up and says you won't do it, you've got to say, yes, I will.
You gotta find something within, and that's gotta push you, and that's gotta elevate you, and that's gotta drive you, and that's gotta move you.
you were created to reach your destiny. You have the power and the ability to reach your destiny. So keep going because
I can't quit. I can't stop. I can't get tired. I can't give up. I can't give in. My mama counting on me. My wife is counting on me. Listen to me. When you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, when you ain't got nothing left in your tank, you got to think about the people in your life that you're doing this for. And then if you could think about them, you could go one more mile. You could go one more day at work.
Keep going because you're recreating history and leaving a legacy.
But we must keep moving we must keep going. If you can't fly, run. If you can't run, walk. If you can't walk, crawl, but by all means, keep moving.
Yes, it hurts sometimes when you feel alone. It hurts sometimes when you're in that dark place and you feel no one cares about you. The first thing you got to realize is that you got to love yourself. It's about self-love. Start understanding that if you're going to do something with your life, you got to fall in love with yourself again. You got to stop self-hating yourself. Do something that's gonna make you a better person. Make an impact in this world. Don't look at it as though it's something that you gotta do temporary. Although we know that life is short, like many people in this world, they didn't realize that the next day they was gonna be diagnosed with a cancer. They thought that tomorrow was gonna be waiting for them and they did not wake up. But you are still living. Now what do you have to do? How are you gonna move forward? How are you gonna proceed your life? Life is not a game. Life is living. There's the good and there's the bad, and there's definitely the right now. You can't wait for somebody else to make your life better. You got to make your life better. You got to focus on you. Now, I'm not saying forget the rest of the people, but I'm telling you to get rid of the things that are not making you strong, that are not making you better, that are not making you efficient, that's not putting you in a better place, that's not giving you the strength that you need to keep living the life that you have been given. Don't you give up on life, because once your life is over, you can't come back. Leave your mark. Help someone. Lift someone up when they're down. Be the strength for others when they're weak. And maybe when you're at the weakest point in your life, someone will lift you up. Because we all struggle. No one is immune to it. So keep fighting forward. Don't give up. Live. Breathe. Life. You. That's what it's about. It's gonna hurt. Sometimes it's gonna get tough. But when it get tough, you get tough. Just make sure you make your mark. Make sure you make your mark in this world. Because somebody didn't make it today. But you did. Keep living. Keep living strong. Don't give up. It is not about worrying about what's going to happen tomorrow, because guess what? Tomorrow doesn't owe you or me anything. And matter of fact, tomorrow has already made up its mind. You have this moment. You can't worry about yesterday, because yesterday is not coming back to look for you. Whatever you had the chance to do yesterday won't come back. But you have this moment. You have this chance to do something great with this life that you have been given. You may have been through a lot in your life. You may have been through hell in your life. But hell doesn't own you. Hell did not create you. Life has been given to you from a higher power. Something that you need to understand, that no matter who you are, in this world that we live in today, everyone must struggle. Everyone must suffer. But everybody that is going through something always has a story to tell. Most people that are successful right now had to go through something to get what they got to this day. Some people are not even willing to hurt and to feel that so that they get what it is that they want. But let's go beyond that. What about the other people out here who can't walk? What about the people out there who can't talk? What about the people out there that are suffering from diseases that cannot be cured from? What about you? What about you? What are you gonna do about the life you have? How are you gonna live? How far are you gonna go? Do you feel sorry for yourself because you're having a bad day? Do you feel sorry for yourself because you lost your job? Do you feel sorry for yourself because you just feel like you're just not having the day that you want to have because the day that you have is not the way you want it to go? Or do you feel that you deserve a pat on your back because you did a good thing? We all got a responsibility. We all got to be accountable. We all got to put in work, but don't give up. Because there's somebody out there right now that is hurting. There's somebody out there right now that is struggling. There's somebody out there right now that's got it a little bit tougher than you do. So why are you gonna give up now? Anything that comes your way, you got to be prepared to accept the challenge and go through it. Don't lay on your back. If something's on your chest, get it off. As long as you're breathing, as long as that heart is pumping blood, you're not dead yet. They haven't put rose petals on your box yet. Make sure every breath you take counts for something. It's time to understand that if you want to get something out of your life, you got to be willing to work for it. How much are you really willing to give? Are you prepared to hurt? Are you prepared to struggle? Because if you're not that person, then lay back down. Stay where you are. Don't move forward. Move backwards. But if you are the person that you say you are, we don't have time to wait. Because time doesn't owe you anything. Time is not thinking about you. Time has already made up its mind. What you gonna do? Who said it's supposed to be easy? It takes grit. It takes tenacity. It takes sacrifice. Stop feeling sorry for yourself. This is not a pity party. But you got the right to celebrate the life. Because no matter if it's good or if it's bad, nothing is greater than living. Because if you're living, there's a possibility to change something. But not just change it, evolve it. Evolve it to something greater. Being able to take something that may not be nothing to others, but may mean something to you. There are so many people in this world that don't believe in you. But while you're sitting around worrying about people believing in you, why don't you focus on believing in yourself? Live, breathe, life, you. That's what it's about.
There's a fight right around the corner just waiting for you. And you better learn how to fight.
You gotta get up every morning, fighting, clawing, scratching. You gotta beat depression. You gotta beat anxiety. You gotta beat the naysayers. You gotta beat that little voice in your head that's telling you you're not good enough.
When I think about fighting, I'm not talking about people. I'm talking about situations. I'm talking about circumstances. I'm talking about opportunities that sometimes you have to fight for. Come on, life, let's fight. Let's go. Come on, job, let's go. Come on, career, let's go. I'm gonna go to war.
That dream is not gonna just sit there and wait for you to come and get it. You gotta chase it. Like a man possessed, you gotta go get it.
But to win fights, you gotta have stamina. You gotta be ready to fight and bounce back, punch and counter punch, jab and jab back. Let me tell you something, life is a series of fights. The worst thing you can do is run away from your fights. Because if life is a series of fights and you run away, you just ran away from your life.
We gotta fight. We gotta fight. We can't lay down. When you lay down, you get ran over.
When you about to fight, you know a fight's coming, your adrenaline begins to pump, your heart begins to race, your mind gets right and say, look, I'm not gonna just fight, I'm gonna win this battle, and sucker, you going down. Some of you guys out there are fighting for your life. Why? Because the doctor told you you have cancer. You better not feel sorry for yourself. You better not lay down and quit. You better get up and fight, because a happy spirit does a body good like medicine. Fighting for your future, fighting for your dreams, fighting for success. When you come over depression, you raise your arms like a champ. When you overcome bankruptcy, you raise your arms like a champ. When you come over divorce, raise your arms in victory. Sometimes in life, you get caught with a good one. You didn't see divorce coming. You didn't see cheating coming. You didn't see being fired coming. You got sucker punched. Oh, I've been sucker punched before, but that doesn't mean I can't stop fighting. We gotta get up, baby. When you get sucker punched, get up. When you get hit in the gut, get up. Because if you want to win this war, you gotta learn how to fight one battle at a time, one war at a time. Because you might not win every fight, but you gotta win the war. You gotta have the right attitude, the right mindset, the right mentality, not just the fight. It's gonna be a war, and you don't quit until you win. It's gonna be a war. And don't you quit until you win.
Let's fight, let's fight, let's fight, and let's fight.
Success is a war over the invisible. It's having the faith and vision to see what could be, can be, and will be when consistently watered with an undeniable grind. Truth, the language of those who are truly alive. Soaring on wings of faith, they gracefully fly, radiating the power that they found down inside. Wrapped in fire, watch the chosen climb. Something in them refuses to be denied. Seizing the moment they know the time has arrived. Refusing to doubt or believe any of his lies. We call these people overcomers because they know how to climb. Everywhere that you look around you, you can sense that people don't want to see you succeed. But I'm gonna plant this in your spirit. The fire and truth on the inside of you will make room for you, whether the haters like you or not. Doubt is the best salesman that there's ever been. He gets up every day and knocks on your door trying to sell you on the lie that you aren't good enough. But those who can sit in silence and still believe shall one day hear the music of that which they believe for. Each time you face something you fear, in truth, you go to a deeper level of growth, awareness, and personal power. See, the fire grows inside of you when you own and accept everything about you. It's time to stop running and climb. There's 3 types of people in this world. Those in the game, those on the sidelines, and those in the stand watching. The time has come for you to make a decision right now. Which one of those 3 do you want to be? Climb. Now you could tell when somebody's about to go to the next level in life, because you could see it in their eyes when the world turns their back on you. Climb. When the whole world calls you crazy because your dream is so big, climb. And when you feel like you are at the end of yourself and that you can't take another step, still climb. The most difficult and pivotal times in your life, you will have to travel alone. But those who can sit in silence and still believe shall one day hear the music that they believe for. Climb! Warriors and overcomers, they know how to climb. As an heir to the promise, God has given you an inheritance beyond your own capability. The only way you will be able to come in possession of this inheritance is by faith. The real revolution is self-awareness. It's when you awaken to the truth that you yourself determine your own peace, success, and outcome in life. Real success, real transformation, real emancipation starts when you finally awaken to your own individual power and the God who gave it to you. Then you boldly wrap yourself in faith and unleash yourself upon the world. Climb, champion. Climb, warrior. Climb, overcomer. Climb, soldier. Climb, wrapped in fire. The chosen climb. This is Billy Allsbrooks, and I am blessed and unstoppable via true music. And to God be the glory.
I see millions of motivational speakers that speak to the rich, that speak to the successful. I said, who speaks to the broken? Who speaks to the individuals that's still in the process? Who speaks to the individuals that doesn't want to live anymore? Every motivational speech you ever heard, I was talking to myself and I was telling my story. I couldn't read till I was 16. I buried my mother to a heroin overdose. My father was a hitman. I used to sneak in crack houses to sleep next to my mom to make sure she was safe at night. But through all the chaos and all the pain, God built a warrior. So when y'all see King Hollis, and every time I drop a speech, I'm dropping it for you. That person that want to give up on his life, I'm dropping it for you. That person that don't know that they have greatness inside of them, I'm dropping this for you.
See the difference between a good player and a great player. See, that good player does just the minimum to get by. That great player pushes his body past the limit. He leaves every single drop of blood on the field. And whatever he does in life, he wants to be remembered as the greatest. He does that extra 10 when the coach only asks for 20. He runs that extra mile when the coach only asks for 5. See, he knows he's gonna have to dig deep inside his soul to bring out that king, to bring out that legend, to bring out that power that lays in every single one of us. But we won't go deep enough to get it. We're not gonna be good. We're gonna be great.
Winston Churchill said the destiny of man is not measured by material computations. When great forces are on the move in the world, we learn we're spirits, not animals. And he said there's something going on in time and space and beyond time and space, which, whether we like it or not, spells duty. You and I have a rendezvous with destiny.
You have the capacity to leave a lasting impact, an indelible impression upon this world.
It is about becoming a master of your own destiny. As your understanding and perception of life deepens, you will see everything is in your hands.
All of us have something in us that we must live. And if we don't know what it is right now, we must create it or we must find it. All of us have this, whatever this something is.
Just try and dig deep and find out what you're passionate about and live it like there's no tomorrow. I don't care what it is. I don't care what you want to do, but do the hell out of that.
It takes, again, hard work, and it takes perseverance, and again, it just takes context and it takes perspective.
You gotta put your stake in the ground and go after this thing called your future, because no one's gonna give it to you.
Don't talk about it, don't mull it over, don't plan for it, just get after it.
All of us have seen our destiny at some point in time, and we decided not to listen. We decided to ignore it and say, no, that's not for me. Life came in and slapped us upside the head, and we stopped dreaming anymore.
Give it everything you got. And if you fail, you can at least do what? You tried. But if you don't go out there and give 120%, you're not a man.
It's time to understand that if you want to get something out of your life, you got to be willing to work for it. How much are you really willing to give?
You have an everlasting potential, and as long as you have a heartbeat, as long as you have air in your lungs, you have an opportunity to change this world, change your life, and live your dream today.
Don't you dare settle for anything less than what you know you can get.
Just make sure you make your mark. Make sure you make your mark in this world.
When you become what you're supposed to be, then you're gonna bless somebody else, and that's what it's really all about.
If you don't get serious with what's going on in front of you, you're gonna forfeit everything that you were born to be.
Take the leap of faith and believe that everything is going to be all right. Take that leap of faith. Trust yourself.
To bring out that king, that legend.
As a human being, the strongest thing you've got is your force of will. So take that force of will and make that happen.
Make sure every breath you take counts for something.
That when you get to the spot, you get to the spot for 1,000 others, 1,000,000 others.
Live your life now. Live your dreams now. Start acting like this is your last day on the planet.
Claim the sacred spaces of your minds and move toward that destiny with patience, perseverance, and prayer.
You really want me on the team. What's your approach to recruitment?
You want first place, come play with me. You want second place, go somewhere else. Like I would watch Magic play. I'd watch Michael play. And I would see them do these unbelievable things, and I'd say, you know, can I get to that level? I don't know, but let's find out.
That's why he's the best player in the game.
Everything was done to try to learn how to become a better basketball player. Everything. And so when you have that point of view, then literally the world becomes your library to help you to become better at your craft.
So because you know what you want, the world's giving you exactly the information you need to become better at it.
Because you know what you're looking for.
So many guys tell stories about your work ethic.
Yeah.
What was really your work ethic like, and for how long did you stay disciplined?
Well, I mean, I mean, every day. I mean, since, for 20 years. I mean, it was an everyday process and trying to figure out strengths and weaknesses. For example, jumping ability. Man, my vertical was a 40, it wasn't a 46 or a 45. My hands are big, but they're not massive, right? So you got to figure out ways to strengthen them so your hands are strong enough to be able to palm a ball and do the things that you need to do. Quickness, I was quick, but not insanely quick. I was fast, but not ridiculously fast, right? So I had to rely on skill a lot more. I had to rely on angles a lot more. I had to study the game a lot more. And but I enjoyed it though. So like from the time I can remember when I started watching the game, I studied the game and it just never changed. It's a good separation for me, emotionally, to be able to put myself in a place where at practice or when I'm training or during games, I switch my mind to something else. I switch my mode into something else, right? For me, it's the equivalent of Maximus, Decimus, Meridius, and Gladiator picking up the dirt, smelling the dirt, it's go time, right? So that was my mental switch. It was like an actor getting ready for a film. You gotta put yourself in that cage. When you're in that cage, you are that character. And then when you leave there, it's something completely different. But when I'm in that cage, bro, don't touch me, don't talk to me. Just leave me alone.
How did you get mentally and emotionally so strong where it doesn't bother you?
Well, you got to look at the reality of the situation. Like for me, it's not, you kind of got to get over yourself. Like, it's not about you, man. Like, okay, you feel embarrassed. You're not that important. Like, get over yourself.
Yeah, that's where you go.
Get over yourself, right? Like you're worried about how people may perceive you and like you're walking around and it's embarrassing because you shot 5 air balls. Get over yourself, right? And then after that, it's okay, well, why did those air balls happen? Got it. High school, year before, we played 35 games, max, right? Week in between, spaced out, plenty of time to rest. In the NBA, it's back to back to back to back to back to back to back. I didn't have the legs. So you look at the shot, every shot was online. Every shot was online, but every shot was short. Right? I gotta get stronger. I gotta train differently. The weight training program that I'm doing, I gotta tailor it for an 82-game season so that when the playoffs come around, my legs are stronger and that ball gets there. So I look at it with rationale and say, okay, well, the reason why I shot air balls is because my legs aren't there. I go, well, next year they'll be there. That was it.
Done.
Done.
The people who dream and those people who dream big have a different kind of life than the people who don't dream.
If you do not do what you're doing right now well, your goal is just going to be a fancy desire, isn't it?
Whether it's fear or anxiety, whatever it may be, I believe that every single person who's going out to chase their dreams has those voices in their head. I think it's part of the human experience.
Stay strong, have faith, keep pushing through. I've said this before, and I'm living proof of it, is that on the other side of your struggle is something good. On your other side of your struggle is something better. On the other side of your struggle is some sort of success.
So I'm here to tell you today that you can have anything you want, be anyone you want, but you're gonna have to work.
See, dreams, aspirations, they're not easily obtained. But one of the hardest things to do is to keep going, is to keep chasing.
You don't realize your dreams are so important because your DNA, who you are as a person, is wrapped up in your dreams.
Go after this thing called life. Don't look back and have regrets. Understand that you're at a place and a position right now when hard work and valuing people, nothing can stop you, I promise you.
You have got to make a declaration that this is what you stand for. You're standing up for your dreams. You're standing up for peace of mind. You're standing up for health. You want it, and you're going to go all out to have it.
See, your dream will cause you to go insane because what you want, it hunts you every single night. See, the big dogs, they won't give you the opportunity. You're going to have to take it.
Keep striving, never give up, fall down 7 times, get up 8.
No matter what happens, you will not quit because quitting is not an option because you have a why, you have a passion, you have a purpose.
The people that are running after their dream know they're going to have hard times. They keep on running because they're saying within themselves, I'm the one. I'm the one. No matter how bad it is or how bad it gets, I'm going to make it.
I have a dream today. Your DNA is in your dream.
This is your moment. And you gotta look in the mirror and believe that.
Ease is a greater threat to progress than hardship.
So take advantage of today. Take advantage of tomorrow. Take advantage of every opportunity that you have to do what you want in life.
It's time to ignite the dream. It's time for you to stop settling for just money and really open your game up.
Dreams require sacrifices. Like, my city's expensive, move. My car payments are high, sell your car and take the bus. This is dreams we're talking about. We're talking about dreams.
Champions are champions because they master the art of getting back up. Now, no matter what you do or how much you prepare, at some point in your life, you are gonna get knocked down. But see, for the legends, champions, warriors, and for the overcomers, no obstacle, no trial, no tribulation, no situation is strong enough to keep them there. Put that loss and defeat behind you. Awaken the giant within you. How you respond right now will define you. Tap into that greatness on the inside of you. They doubt you, so the world will try you. But don't you let anything deny you. Show the world you still have fight in you. Let them all see that champion inside of you. Let them all see that champion inside of you. Each challenge you face is a great big mirror that allows you to see inside yourself. The way you respond to struggle will reveal to the world who you really are. Being a champion isn't just about the doing part. It's about the being part. You gotta become that person. I wanna ask you this question. Are you living life or is life living you? You keep accepting average. Why? You keep settling for average. You keep conceding to average. Why? You weren't designed to be mediocre, to be average, to be nothing less than the best warrior legend. Show them what a champion looks like.